How to act as if your desires are already your reality without feeling fake. Today, I'm going to share with you the real secret to effortlessly live in the wish fulfilled. So you've probably heard people talking about manifestation, saying things like, you've just got to act as if you already have it. Or maybe if you're a fan of Neville Goddard's teachings, he talks so much about living in the wish fulfilled, using your imagination and the law of assumption to assume that what you want is already your reality. And a problem that a lot of people struggle with is they say, well, Lucie, my current reality is distracting me from feeling that way. Or they struggle to believe that it's possible for them. Or when you try to imagine what you want, and feel like it's already yours, it just feels weird. It feels like you're pretending or lying to yourself. And I know this can be hard because you want to believe in your new reality, but there's that voice in your head that keeps whispering, this isn't real, this isn't me. But what if I told you that there's actually a way that you can act as if while still feeling totally grounded, authentic, and fully believing in how you are feeling? This will allow you to embody your next level without ever having to fake it. So first of all, why does it feel weird and fake to act as if? Well, it's because our subconscious is wired for familiarity. So who you believe you are and the thoughts that you think are pretty much the same every single day, unless we intercept the process and do something about it, which is what the art of acting as if is about. When your brain suddenly sees you acting differently, choosing to feel differently about life, imagining that life is different for you, your own brain starts to panic, not because it's wrong, but just because it's still unfamiliar. The subconscious is built on patterns and habits. For example, when I started my journey of being a content creator in the very early days, before I had any kind of audience, and I started showing up online confidently, acting as if people cared about my videos when they didn't yet, there was an old identity within me whose voice would pipe up and say, who do you think you are? What are other people going to think of you? Like, how do you have the audacity to be showing up like this when you haven't got any results or community to entitle you to show up this confidently? That discomfort that I was feeling was just me stepping out of the comfort zone of the old version of me. I was stepping out of my old reality. So of course I was going to feel uncomfortable. So what if you reframed the discomfort next time? You didn't say, oh, I just feel fake, or I feel like I'm lying to myself. And instead you affirm to yourself, wow, this feeling is a confirmation that I am growing, that I am no longer aligned with my old reality. How exciting. That's great news. So next time you try and act as if and you feel fake, don't give up. You're not failing. That feeling is just feedback that you've left your old reality and you're expanding into your new one. So step one, and what I'm about to share with you, may be the missing piece for a lot of you, and you may just find that this is your favorite part of the video. Let's reframe acting as if and shift from feeling like we are pretending to we are practicing. Okay, let's say you're learning a new language. You don't say, I'm pretending to speak Spanish. You say, I'm practicing speaking Spanish. It's not your new normal yet. You're not fluent in speaking that language yet. You make a bunch of mistakes. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong, but you're not pretending to speak Spanish. You're practicing speaking Spanish. If going to the gym and working out several times a week is a new experience for you, you don't say, I'm pretending to be a fit person, I'm pretending to be someone who works out. You are actively doing it. You are practicing this new way of living. Same with literally any other goal that requires you showing up in a different way. Shift from feeling like you're pretending to do it to you're practicing doing it. If you are visualizing and wanting to feel like you are already successful and abundant, you don't have to feel like you're pretending to do it. You are practicing being that version of you. You are practicing being abundant. You're practicing being successful. The shift from pretending to practicing is not only a great word swap, right? We're not just reframing it. This actually adds so much depth to what you are doing, and this will help you to manifest results so much faster, because for as long as you feel like you're pretending, you're still rooted in the old identity of, I'm not the kind of person who has that, I'm just pretending to be that person. Whereas when you shift it to I am practicing it, you are taking your whole identity with you. You are shifting your self-concept, and now you are the kind of person who is incorporating the new practice into their life of acting in this new way. You are much more likely to be consistent, to keep practicing, to keep showing up, because you've accepted that this is something that belongs to you now. This is one of your practices. When you're pretending, it didn't belong to you. When you're practicing, it's yours. So next time you sit down to visualize your next level self and you take a moment to imagine, what does it feel like to be her? How do I feel now that my life is like this? And then you fill your body with those emotions, you embody the wish fulfilled. Maybe you do one of my guided meditations. In fact, I'll link one down below that helps you to do this embodiment practice. And then once you have finished the visualization, you open your eyes, you go about your day, and most importantly, you maintain the feeling even when your eyes are open. You walk down the street embodying the emotions, the feeling, the state, the identity of the version of you who is already there at your next level. Okay, so when you're walking down the street, you are not pretending to be her. You are practicing being her. You are making this abnormal or unfamiliar way of being your new normal. Something that can be really helpful if you struggle with acting as if is to regulate your nervous system before you do this practice of living in the wish fulfilled. So if you have been stressed and anxious and worrying, and you've just spent 20 minutes doom scrolling, and then you're, maybe lying in bed worrying and overthinking about all the terrible things, catastrophizing the worst case scenario, and then suddenly you go, no, I've got to act as if. And you just suddenly try and force yourself to start living in the wish fulfilled, imagining that you're the version of you who's already living that reality, right? You're trying to force your brain to this totally different place. Meanwhile, how's your body feeling? Your body is so charged up with stress and anxiety and negativity because of what you were doing beforehand. So if you sometimes feel like it's difficult to just snap into your imagination and dive into feeling like what you want is already your reality, well, duh, like that's understandable. So regulate your nervous system first. Get your body feeling grounded and calm and at peace. And the easiest, freest way to do this is to take 10 deep, slow breaths in and out. Do it now while you're listening to this. And with each breath you take, you can just come back into your body. You might not feel perfect after the first breath, so keep going, allowing the tension to melt away from your muscles, setting the intention to inhale positivity and exhale any energy that doesn't serve you, taking it slow, being present, keep breathing. And with every breath you take, you are feeling a little bit safer and a little bit calmer. While you breathe, you can tell yourself that I am safe. All is well, everything's going to work out. Or even you can just invite your mind to slow down, enjoy the slower pace of your thoughts. There was another exercise as well that I recently discovered. I was listening to a pregnancy meditation from Pop That Mama is the name of the brand, and the lady Poppy who does the guided meditations was saying, imagine the thoughts that have been going around in your head today, and imagine that each one is in a cloud. And that was a really nice visualization for me. So I was picturing these little white fluffy clouds, and each one had a word in it. It was like shopping list for baby, scheduling content, launching podcast, mother-in-law's birthday. Each of those things that comes into my mind and I still haven't done that yet, or I need to do that, or it's taking a lot of brain energy. I was just able to pop each one in a cloud and just witness them. It was also very insightful to do that because I noticed that I pretty much always have like half a dozen, 6 to 9 things that each went into a cloud. So it just helped me to become aware of them, give them a bit of distance. You could even draw those clouds out in a journal, right? Blank piece of paper, and observe what have your thoughts been, what have been the things you've been worrying or that's been taking a lot of your energy lately, and just give yourself that space and distance. That immediately makes it feel easier for you to handle those things rather than them all swirling around in your head. So regulate before you do this work of getting into your imagination. You're going to give yourself a much higher probability of you being able to truly get into the state of the wish fulfilled if you don't just do it like running at a brick wall. Take some breaths, clear your mind, get yourself feeling good, and then do it. Focus on the feeling, not the performance. Okay? So you don't need to fake your circumstances. You don't need to fake the life that you want before it has arrived in your reality. Just connect to the feeling state. And believe me or not, you can absolutely feel how you want to feel as if it is already done, exactly where you are, without changing a thing about your circumstances yet. Okay? In order to feel abundant, you don't have to go out and buy a designer handbag that you can't currently afford. You don't have to spend money that is beyond your current budget. If anything, that will do the opposite and produce the opposite results. You can evoke that feeling of gratitude in ways that require spending zero money today. You can feel more abundant, more rich, more wealthy than you ever have. Like, for example, the other day, I focused on the abundance of water flowing from my tap when I was filling up my water bottle. I opened the fridge and just took a moment to appreciate this fridge full of food. I looked around my house. I appreciated the bricks that my house are built with, right? All of the items, all of the furniture. Wow, there's so much. And you know what? In contrast, earlier today, a large sum of money was deposited into my account. And you know what? I initially didn't feel anything, or I was just like, oh, good, that money's come through. Cool. And then I was just like getting on with other things. I thought, hang on a second, let me milk this. Let me take a moment to celebrate, to do a happy dance, to really feel the abundance of that money coming through. You know, it just comes up as like a little bank notification. And when I tell you that I actually found myself feeling more abundant when I was consciously choosing to appreciate that flow of water through my tap or the food in my fridge, what I'm saying is that opportunities to feel abundant are everywhere. You don't have to wait until a big sum of money drops into your account or anything like that before you're allowed to feel that, before it's possible to feel that. It is so possible with the choice, with the intention of practicing feeling abundant, to flood your system with that feeling of abundance right now. So reframe the art of acting as if. You are not faking it. You are not pretending. You are practicing. And if it feels weird at first, good. That's a good sign that you have left your old reality and you have entered a new one. You are practicing entering a new one. And the more that you practice, the less weird it's going to feel. Regulate your nervous system before you dive into this work, and you will get 10 times better results than trying to suddenly start imagining or living in the wish fulfilled when your body is feeling full of stress and anxiety. And remember that you can feel exactly how you want to feel, exactly where you are right now. So let me know which of the things I shared with you today was most helpful for you at this point in your journey. If you would like to dive deeper with this work, I highly recommend my 21-day Release the Blocks challenge, where in just 3 weeks, I'm going to help you to change the thoughts that change the beliefs and the feelings that change your reality. I'll put the link down below for that. And as always, if you resonate with my approach to manifestation, if you resonate with how my content makes you feel, and you would like my support in helping you to transform your life and get the results that you've always wanted, then I would love to invite you to join my signature manifestation program, Align. I'll put the link to join the waitlist down below as well. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so that you never miss another video. If you're listening on podcasts, thank you for being with us too, and feel free to press follow, leave a 5-star review, and why not share today's episode with someone you know who would benefit from it too. Thanks again, everyone, and until next time, bye.